So I'm a indie developer, so I make my own apps, I design, develop everything. Currently, my main app is Lookaway, which is a Mac app. It reminds you to take breaks from your screens.
Aren't you like a designer by trade?
I started my career as an engineer, but then I moved to design later.
Do you share publicly how much you make from this?
So it's been more than 2 years since I've been working, and in 2 years, it made like more than 100K.
So you're saying if I am able to figure out a product and
Hmm.
get 300 visitors a day, I can probably reach 100k.
Um,
What's up,
what's up?
Kushagra? How
What's
are
up?
you?
All good, man. How are you?
Good, good. So I wanted to get you on because I've known you for I think a pretty while, and I realized like you are one of those people that like a lot of people sort of kind of aspire to be. They're like this person has freedom, has autonomy. He's making money doing shit he likes.
Hmm.
So many people are just jealous of that fact. Are you are you aware?
I mean, yeah, like I've talked to people who have had the same goals. Like I've been one of those people, so I know. Yeah.
Okay, so I think for a lot of people wouldn't know you. Can you quickly tell me what do you do? I know the main gig that you have is basically you run this app called Lookaway. What does it do? Does it sustain you? How much does it sustain you? Whatever you can, share with us.
Yeah, so I'm a like indie developer. So I make my own apps. I design, develop everything, build websites, and also now I'm learning how to market them also. But like currently, my main app is Lookaway, which is a Mac app that helps you. It reminds you to take breaks from your screens. So how it works is that you set a schedule during onboarding, and based on that schedule, let's say you want to take 20-second break every 20 minutes, it'll just block your screen for 20 seconds after those 20 minutes are over. So it forces you to look away and reset your eyes so that you don't get eye strain at the end of the day. That's the core idea behind it. And I built it for myself because I was facing the same issue. Like uh, after I quit my full time job, I was doing this whole indie journey. I was working on a lot of different apps, and it was so much fun that I would spend a lot of time in front of screen. And I think that like triggered this thing where I would end up with eye strain. So to solve that, I basically started building Lookaway. That's how it began.
So how do you make money?
So initially, when I built it, it was like it 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 cost a bit of money. Like it cost I think $7 or something when I started it, and I would sell license for it. So like it came with a 7 day free trial, and after that, if you wanted to use it, you'd have to purchase a license, and it cost $7. But during like the past 2 years since I've been building it, the price now is I think it's now $40, like after taxes. But like it has also increased in complexity, and now it can fit a lot more workflows. So that's how it makes money. Like people buy licenses after they have like tried it for a week.
Like how did you land at $7? I mean, why
I don't know,
seven?
man. Like I think I looked at like small utility Mac apps. I remember I looked at this app which creates a drop zone in your Mac, so you can drop files there, and then it's called Yoink. I think it was priced at 7, and there was like a couple of similar apps were priced at 7. So I was like, okay, I'll price it at 7 and then see how it goes. So that's how it came at that.
Was it like seven after the App Store fees, or was it
Oh
just
no no
seven?
no! It was not on the app stores. I was selling it outside the app stores. I had integrated Lemon Squeezy. I was collecting
Oh, okay.
payments through that. Yeah, and I built my
And
own licensing system.
nice. And it wasn't like a subscription. It was just like one-time payment that.
One time payment. You get 1 year of updates, but you can use it forever. The last supported version, which is what
Oh,
like a lot of Mac apps do.
yeah. This was like the how software used to be before SaaS sort of ate everything up.
Yeah, I mean previously like it used to be you buy a version, let's say version 1, then you can use that forever. Then version 2 you have to pay like a small fee. This is kind of a subscription where you get 1 year of updates. Now it can be like maybe there are 3 major version releases during that period. You get 1 year of updates, and then you if you want you can purchase another set of updates for like a smaller fee than the original license.
And it's mostly Mac app, or do you also
Yeah,
have like
it's a Mac app.
Windows?
I was doing Windows, but then I like it got stopped in between, like yeah, contractor issues.
Oh,
But
damn. So
yeah.
like, do you share publicly how much you make from this?
So I've shared one number, like I think in 2 years. So it's been more than 2 years since I've been working, and in 2 years it made like more than 100K. Uh, yeah, Initially, it was very slow, but then it picked up, and now it's at a good pace.
Damn, 100K, dude,
Yeah.
congrats.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, it was one of my dreams, man, to build like a sustainable indie business.
Damn.
And yeah,
And aren't you like a designer by trade?
not really. Like I started my career as an engineer, but then I moved to design later. So I would say I'm an engineer first, then I'd learn design later.
I thought like you're one of those. I mean, you did engineering, of course. You're an Indian,
Yeah.
but uske baad you just went and be like, "Fuck this! I want to do design," because
No, no.
that's how I remembered. To be honest, like you were a designer
No.
first, and
My first job was a
uh,
front end engineer. Like I did HTML, CSS, JS, Angular, and all that shit. Then
where?
I at Wingify. So I was working at
Oh
Wingify,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wingify,
Shobhit.
correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I did my internship there as well. Then I did my full time job there. Then I don't know, somehow I got interested in designing. Like it felt more fun. So then I moved to housing, where I learned design, and then from there I just have been doing full time designing ever since.
What do you mean? Like you moved to housing and you learned design?
They hired me for a hybrid role. Like I was doing prototyping. So I would take designs from designers. I would prototype them in Framer. So Framer used to be a prototyping tool back then. Like you would
Damn.
prototype in CoffeeScript, and then I would like yeah, give those
Yeah.
prototypes to engineers. So I was like a middleman.
Damn.
But then I was working with a lot of designers, so that just uh, made me a designer as well somehow. And if you remember, like housing had some of the best designers from India.
Yeah, I think housing put design on the map for Indian startups.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
only company, I think, the other only company that was sort of kind of doing design was ClearTrip.
yeah,
Otherwise, everyone was just like a developer made or an engineer made
yeah.
made product. But yeah, kudos. And I think your last job was also like design, right? Railway.
Yes, yeah, Rainway. I was doing a remote job. It was a Seattle-based company, so I was leading design there. We had a small team, three designers, including me. So I worked there for 4 years. I was mostly doing design, but I think in the last year, like my fourth year, I was doing front end as well. Like I was maintaining the website. It was a fun, chill job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like that would pay more though. Like, do you ever feel like, yeah, I want to go back?
No, no. Now I earn more than what I made at that job.
Whoa,
But like for a long time, it was not the case.
it was not the case. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So who are the users here? Like, and how do you find them? How did you reach where the to the point that you've reached? Like, if I were to start my indie journey again for whatever vehicle I choose, whatever application or whatever thing I want to use, how do I reach to a point where I'm like, okay, yaar, even I've made 100K out of something.
Hmm. So I'll start with like how I why I started Lookaway. So most of my apps that I've built have been to solve my own problems. So Lookaway also started that way, like I told you before. I started having eye strain issues. Then I went looking for solutions online. Like I searched for why is this happening, and then I learned about this thing called computer vision syndrome that happens when you look at screens for a long time. Like it dries your eyes up, it causes eye strain and stuff like that. The solution that I found for it was there's a rule called 20-20-20, if you've heard about it. So what it means is like every
Linked
20
to
minutes of
IPL?
no, no, no.
Okay.
So it means every 20 minutes of screen time, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. So it helps resetting your eyes. So I tried doing that for a week, just setting up timers on my phone. It worked really well. Like I could see the results in a week, but I wanted something that would be more enforcing. Um, so I wanted something that would just block my screen for 20 seconds. So that's how I built it. Then I shared with a bunch of friends who also were like me doing indie, and I knew that they had the same problems. So they liked it. They sent some feedback that they wanted to customize it, customize the timing and all. So I did that. At that point, it felt like it was a product that I could sell. So I just, uh, integrated licensing, integrated payments, built a landing page, and posted it on Reddit. And I went to there's a subreddit for Mac apps specifically where people are really passionate about trying out new apps. So I posted it there and posted it on some other subreddit also, like web dev, programming, and people. I think like I got bullied on on web dev and programming. People were like, "Man, I can build this in a weekend. Why would I pay $7 for this?" I was like, "Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
it's true." But then, like some
developers.
people, yeah, they are brutal. But I think it's a
Yeah.
good thing. Like you don't want feedback, which is always good. You want brutal feedback also to bring you back to reality, I guess. But yeah, some people on Mac apps and some programming folks also like tried it. They loved it, and they kept sending me feedback. So from there, I just kept on improving it. Then I posted it on Hacker News. It came to front page for a brief hour or so. There, I also got some good feedback. So from then, it just kept on improving. It grew mostly from word of mouth. Like people started sharing it with their coworkers, their friends, and I think word of mouth is still like the biggest
Marketing
source
channel.
of source of users for me till
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's a great healthy thing to be having. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it during your last job, or did you like leave job and then did the prototyping? Like, how did it come together?
After I quit Rainway, um, I was so I was working on my other apps. I have two other apps, Unwind and Cone. And then I started another app called Supersonic, which was a running app.
Yeah,
So
I remember that.
yeah. So I was building that with a couple of friends. So during that, I was already making money with Cone and Unwind, like some money. Like it was probably I think $1,000 a month or so, which was very less than what I was making at Rainway, but it was good enough to sustain myself. And then I had some savings also from Rainway, which I think gave me like a year or two of runway. So I was sure that I need to make one of my apps work in that time. And during that time, I started building Lookaway just as a side thing to solve my eye strain issue. I did not know that it would become big. Like I was like, okay, it might give me let's say another $500 to $600 a month at max. That was my like a optimistic goal for it. Uh, yeah, man. Then it just like started growing organically. So I just moved all my focus to it, and now I'm doing it full time.
Oh, so you've like moved your focus away from the other apps that you were
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of running.
yeah,
And what are those other apps? Like, can we quickly go through the other businesses you have?
yeah. Yeah. So there's an app called Cone, which is an iOS app. It's my first app that I made during my time at housing. It's a color picker app. So how it works is that it lets you pick colors from real world. So let's say I have a bottle here, I can pick the color of this, and then it shows me the Pantone, the closest Pantone color of this also. So that's a unique thing about it.
Yeah, I remember this app roasted me, I think, a couple of months ago. So I posted a photo on Twitter which was like, this t-shirt looks black to me but blue to my wife. And you were like, bro, my app says it's
Yeah.
blue, so your wife is correct. I was like, good.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah, man. That app makes money because mostly because people are interested in knowing the Pantone colors of physical things. And I got a license from Pantone. I pay them a royalty fee for every sale, and they let me use it. And it's at a stage where I run Google Ads for it. So let's say if I spend $20 a day, it makes me $50 to $60 a day back. So it's at a positive
Wow.
ROI. It's at a great place. Like even if I increase the ad budget now, it doesn't make sense because it never goes above that. So it's at a good balance, equilibrium.
What
Uh,
happens if you reduce the ad budget?
then the revenue like also
It goes
reduces at
down.
the
Okay.
yeah.
So you're
So
at the tipping point, like you're
yes,
at that like upper pay, just
yeah,
maximized it.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's an app called Unwind, which is a breathing exercises app. So it has multiple breathing exercises for different situations. Like if you are, let's say if you're having a panic attack or if you're nervous, so it has like different breathing exercises that you can do. It's a beautiful app. It has like different themes. It changes colors throughout the day. It has different backgrounds, like sounds and everything. That is fully organic. It's on the App Store. People find it somehow, install it, and pay for it. So yeah, it is on autopilot.
So essentially, you're kind of selected, except for the cone. I think the other two apps are essentially for digital wellness. Isn't like that's
Yes,
the way
yes,
I look. And
yeah,
you're kind of going deeper into that uh, with both of your apps.
yeah,
At
yeah.
least that's how it feels like.
Yeah, it is true. Like I plan to move into that direction also. Like even if I think of other apps, I think of digital wellness because I think like screens and uh, like these things are not going away. The tech is going to get worse. Like it's going to have a worse impact in your life. So I think this is like a nice opportunity to I think improve.
Damn, I never thought like people would pay for wellness to be honest, but like obviously Calm was different. Even my wife used to run this app called Neend, so it was
Hmm.
that also used to make some money. So pretty sure like I was wrong about that, but
I think it takes like it takes a lot of time for people to realize that they need something like this. It's either a health crisis or something that happens that makes them realize, okay, I need this. And once they start using it, once they start seeing the benefits, then they don't stop. So it needs that time.
Makes sense. And what kind of metrics do you track? Do you see whether people come back and renew
Yeah.
the?
Like my biggest thing is like I want to have a really good retention. So right now I am at a like my D60 is around at 50%. That means like 50% of the people keep running look away after like 2 months, which is great. It stabilizes after that. But I see it that way, like on Mac apps which run in the background, they are by default, like people will only stop using them if they start getting irritated by it. Otherwise it's fine, right? How I see it is that like 50% of the people are getting irritated at some point, so my job is to reduce that, uh, and then like take it up. So
So
that's how I
do
think
you
of it.
do you think like during our this this podcast recording as well, like
Mhm.
your screen will go blank for 20 seconds, like
No, 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 it won't. So it used to, but then there was a comment on Hacker News. So like I am doing indie, so I don't have to like do meetings and stuff. So I never realized this was a problem. But there was a guy on Hacker News who was using it, and between like during a meeting, it got blocked, and he couldn't do anything about it. So so at that point, he was like, okay, you should add a detection where it pauses automatically during meetings. So that was a great feedback, and I think that also like gave me a like a differentiator from other apps that do it that do the same thing, that it auto pauses during meetings. So if you're in a meeting, it detects it, and then it doesn't like interrupt you during that. It waits for you to finish the meeting, and then it shows you a break.
how does it know?
There are a couple of signals I look at. So on Mac, you can know if a mic is open. Like it doesn't need to know what data is going through it. Like I don't have access to your audio, but it knows that a mic is open. And if a mic is open, it's most likely that it's a meeting. And then I combine it with like if a camera is also open, then 100% it's a meeting. So
Makes sense, makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
Nice. Now, do you put efforts into marketing, or is it like just do you run ads and stuff, or?
So I have just started doing it. Like for the last 2 years, it's all been organic. I just like try to shamelessly promote it whenever I get a chance on Reddit, on Twitter. But other than that, now I'm doing the TikTok thing. Like I'm trying to create reels, experimenting with Facebook ads, with Google search ads, stuff like that. So it's still going on. I've not figured out a good channel, but just experimenting with it.
Is it working? The TikTok thing?
TikTok thing, like I started like last week. So on some videos, I'm getting 1,000 views or so. Like first, like I started it earlier. I bought an Android phone specifically for it. But then, like I created, I think 5 6 accounts. All of them got banned somehow. Like they somehow got to know about that it's running from India and not US. So now I found a different. Uh, there was like a whole step by step tutorial on how to run it from India. You have to use like a SOX proxy, things like that. It's a very complicated thing. So I did that, and now I'm running it on a like my old iPhone, not Android this time, and it's been going good. So now I'm having videos with like thousands of views. It gets like hundreds of likes. So it's doing that, slowly learning how to make good, engaging TikToks.
How do you figure out? Okay, this was like, are you able to attribute to to TikTok the number of downloads or anything?
No, not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, I just look at like if people are. So I don't link anything. What kind of videos I do is like I would put three best Mac apps, and then I would just put look away in between somewhere, and just make a nicely aesthetically beautiful video. So I expect people to just like get like impressed by it and search on Google. So I track my Google searches, and they have been increasing. Previously, it used to be mostly like a direct traffic, so people sharing links somewhere on some email, Slack. But now Google is also increasing, so I'm sure that it's helping somewhere.
Okay, so I just checked keyword ideas on Google Planner, keyword planner, and it
Mm-hmm.
says look away has 100K to a million searches. I don't think these are all yours.
Yeah, yeah, because there's a thing called Look Space Away, which is a movie, and there's a Look Away a song also.
Oh
So
my
people
god.
talk about yeah. But I now rank pretty good for Look Space Away also. Like the first few results are movies, and then I think the fifth or sixth result is Look Away. So it's doing well there.
So do you think people are searching look away or look away Mac app or something like that? Like
So people search for
what's the term you're you're checking on Google? Like you
it's
said
just
you
Look Away without space. That is the most targeted one. But then
Hmm.
there's Look Space Away. It has the most impressions but less clicks. Yeah, and then Look Away Mac app, Look Away Mac OS app, Look Away Crack. Those kind of things are also people. Yeah.
Nice. So how do you decide like what app to build? Like are you firstly thinking of building another app, or are you like, okay, let me focus on this one, get to as big as I can, and then go do something else, or what is your next step here?
So I think previously I was of the opinion that I want to have like a portfolio of apps, and then all will make, let's say, 2-3 thousand a month. So I'll probably reach 10K or 20K. That was the goal. But then I think Lookaway changed my mind because like it alone started doing a lot better. So I think it now contributes to 80% of my whole revenue, like across all my apps. So I think if I put like my whole focus on Lookaway, I can grow it well beyond that. So right now, I don't want to do another app. I just want to focus full time on Lookaway. But if I were to build something new, so I've been of course scrolling TikTok a lot to warm up my accounts and stuff like that,
Of course,
and
work.
yeah. Uh, and I see this pattern that like I don't know if it was like this before, but I see a lot of students using MacBooks now. Like they showcase their MacBooks, what they're doing inside it. And I don't know if you remember, like during Windows times, like in 2010 and 2000, like uh,
Windows times.
yeah. Yeah, like people used to spend a lot of time on customizing their systems.
Yeah,
Like they would
same with
change the
Linux.
task. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I am seeing the same pattern now happening in Mac. So a lot of apps do this where they would change your dock or they would make the notch an app. Like it works like a dynamic island. There was an app that put a bar under your Finder, and it was like an AI thing where you just type whatever you want to do and it would do it to those files. So these kind of tools are I think are getting a lot popular. Yeah, people just want to showcase them, so they get viral also. Um, so if I were to do something, I would definitely do it on Mac, like a utility which lets people customize it, make it unique. And I think Mac is anyway like a neglected market. People focus on iOS and web, but Mac is again getting a lot bigger, and there are a lot of shitty apps. Like people don't
Hmm.
focus on design, and people like users really care about well-designed products that fit the whole Mac OS design, right? So I think yeah, a well-designed utility for Mac will do wonders. Like it's easy to market; you can just put it on Reddit, and people will definitely try it out.
So you're saying basically this is not like a market where there's a huge amount of crowd, unlike let's say iOS or Android,
Yeah,
where
100%.
where the developers are just so many and they're just pumping out apps abhi to,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Dude, iOS have given up, man. Like, I wanted to build so many iOS apps, but I'm like, I don't think it's possible for me to now, like, even market because everything is so polluted. Like, if I want to market Unwind right now, I don't think I can like put in money on search ads because apps like Headspace and Calm, they are putting in so much money that they'll output me all the time. So it's like literally impossible for me. So I feel like Mac is a great opportunity.
Yeah, so you're saying basically this is a blue ocean Mac App Store essentially, or maybe not even App Store. Okay, are you on App Store or do you like
I am now
self?
on App Store like since July this year, so 3-4 months. Since three four
Oh,
months.
how has the experience been with Mac App Store versus iOS App Store? I know iOS App Store is a pain in the ass to deal with as a developer. So, what do you
So it's the
think?
same
Mhm.
between iOS and Mac. It's the same. The only problem is like the review cycle takes a lot of time, and of course the cut. Like they charge 15% if you make up to 1 million, and over that it's 30%. So that's the only issue. Other things are like on the standalone version, the non Mac App Store version of Lookaway. There are some features that I cannot put in the Mac App Store because the apps are sandboxed.
Ah, yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
So there are some things that I cannot do. For example, the screen recording detection. So let's say if you're doing a screen recording, I don't want the breaks to come. So that doesn't happen in the App Store version because it uses some private APIs. So there are things like that. You have to make some compromises. Otherwise, it's great. Like if you get featured, you get a lot of downloads.
So, like net, do you think you made more money by making a App Store version or Mac
No,
App
no, no.
Store
It
version?
definitely added some revenue to it, but it's been just 5 months, so I can't say.
Hmm.
But I think my standalone thing will still be like
Much
it'll,
better.
yeah, yeah. I've
Okay,
also
so
launched on Setapp. Setapp is like an alternate app store.
mhm.
So that's been 2 months. It's doing well there. Like it added like around I think 1,000 MAUs.
Okay, let's say tomorrow I decide I want to build a new Mac apps. I think the most common Mac apps that people build nowadays are just VS Code clones,
Yeah.
right? But assuming I don't want to have that bigger task, I want to build one utility app. What's my next step after I build it?
you have to have Xcode, and then you have to sign the app. Okay,
No, no. I
so
mean, assuming that I've built the app, like
okay,
technical
you have
part is done.
you have the okay.
Now, how do I
Okay,
get the
so
customer?
I would definitely, man, put up a landing page, put up a download button that like either you make it upfront paid or you decide to do a trial. Uh, I don't think going on the Mac App Store route is good. iOS, there's no other option, so you have to go to the App Store. But on Mac, I think it's better to do a standalone thing where you build a landing page, you integrate, let's say, Polar, Lemon Squeezy, or Dodo Payments. Either do upfront cost, create licenses. I think Lemon Squeezy, Polar, they also support license creation and activation APIs, so you don't have to do a lot of work. You just integrate their APIs, and it takes care of the activation, deactivation. So you just have to focus on just distributing your product.
Okay, so but how do you go about distributing, dude?
Dude, for me, Reddit has been the best channel. Like
Mhm.
for the initial set of users, Reddit has always been the best. I get really passionate users from it because there are so many focused communities. So for Cone, like I used to hang out in the colorblind community because it was very,
Ooh.
very. So I'm also colorblind. That's why I made it.
What?
Yeah. So
What?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
How are you designer and colorblind?
Yeah, that's a question I get a lot. But yeah, I am colorblind. So the thing with color blindness is like you cannot identify colors. So if you put blue and purple in front of me, I won't be able to tell you which one is blue, which one is purple. So that's why I made cone. So I get it when you point at a color, it tells you that it's purple, it's blue. So I used to hang out on colorblind subreddit. I used to share it. Share the app. There was none other app which did the same. So people were really excited about it. They gave me cool feedback. They like left ratings on the App Store. That's how it grew. Unwind, similarly, there's a meditation subreddit, so I used to share it there. Look Away is mostly Mac apps. It started there, but then I started posting it about on there's Dry Eye subreddit, there's Eye Strain subreddit, remote work. So all of these specific communities, and from there it just like from luckily like word of mouth has sustained the growth.
Yeah, so I mean, you just make a post saying that this is what I built. This is
Yeah,
helpful for the
like be
community.
be very honest. Like I've built this to help whatever I was facing, and this is how it works. Would you like to try it out? And then give them for like for the initial version, like you would share the beta, so you'll give it to them for free, and you'll get feedback. And then you add a price tag to it once it starts getting traction.
Yeah, and so once you add the price tag, I think then if you go to Reddit, they'll be like, "Hey, fuck off."
No, 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 it's not like that. Like there'll be some people who do that, but then there'll be some saviors who will come and defend your app. So it's always like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, because I think I've had like 3 or 4 accounts banned trying to
Oh,
do
okay.
this, but I'm pretty sure I would not have done as tastefully as you have done. I would have probably gone to, let's say, programming and been like, "Hey, I made this using Kotlin and this and that," and people will be like, "Hey, I don't want to use this," and I got some of my accounts shadow banned and stuff because of this. Now the one that I have, I'm just very cautious about like posting anything that I have unless I see other people doing it. I'm like, okay, I will not do it. So,
Oh. Hmm. I think you just have to be mindful about like where you are posting about it. If people will be
hmm,
excited about it, and yeah, it shouldn't come out as spammy. I think that's
makes sense. So majorly you've done the initial marketing via Reddit, and then
yes,
essentially word of mouth has sort of picked up
yes,
all the
yes,
things. You've also built this developer tool called CSS Battles, right?
yeah,
What's
yeah.
that?
So CSS Beta I built with a friend who's also Kushagra. I met him at Wingify. So we both have been doing CSS a lot, um, and we just decided to make a game that would give us a target image, and we have to recreate that same image using CSS. And it's also code golfing. So the least amount of characters you use, the higher score you get. So we made a prototype and started playing it, and then it was so much fun that we decided to again release it. Uh, so we made like 9 target images. We bought the domain, we built the logo, designed everything, and then put it up. And then we posted it on. I think this was we didn't get enough traction from Reddit, uh, but we posted it on Product Hunt. At that point, Product Hunt used to be good.
Yeah, 10
Uh,
years ago.
yeah, from there it went viral. Like we had 10,000 users in a single day, and everybody on Twitter was talking about it. Like some of the biggest CSS folks that I follow on Twitter were playing it, posting about it. So that was very surreal. So again, I think Product Hunt really helped at that time, and then it was like people just sharing about it and making videos.
So did you make money with it?
Yeah, it still makes money, but now Kushagra like maintains it completely.
The other
Um,
Kushagra.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Uh, it still makes money. So
Oh,
we added
nice.
like pro accounts and we added sponsorships. So you could like we moved to a battle system where we'll host a battle every month, and then every battle will have certain targets. But the first target can be your company's logo. So you get in front of like thousands of developers. So
Wow.
that's how we made money.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's essentially a hiring tool at that point then.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So it's like
So I,
people who are really good at CSS and
yeah.
very targeted audience.
So what's your opinion on Tailwind then?
Tailwind, I've never used, man. Like, I don't know. I still love like a separate style sheet where I define all the classes.
I like Tailwind because uh, like VS Code extension sort of tells me यार ये लिख दो and I'm like
Hmm.
okay thank God for Tailwind
Okay.
because I can't do CSS to save my life, dude. Like it's
Oh.
I tried doing the CSS battles. I think I tried like on 5 or 6 different times and I was like okay nahi ho raha hai. Like just give it like give it up. This is
Okay.
not my cup of tea. I know like people just build crazy shit with CSS, right? I mean, I've seen
Yeah,
like
man. Like,
people building games and stuff. The whole game like aisa pura, they would make like a Pikachu out of it and uh, get it to run and stuff.
yeah, and they were like, there's a website called Single Div. I don't know the exact name, but the idea is like with a single div, what can you make with just styles? So people have made crazy stuff like Mona Lisa, like a completely crazy, realistic Mona Lisa. Even I did one, like I made an iPhone 5 out of just one div, and then it went viral on Hacker News. People were like crazy about it. So you can do a lot of stuff with CSS, and that's when the idea came of CSS Battle. Also, like you can, if you can build such stuff, maybe we can turn it into a game.
I remember you also posted one earlier. I think you've been on the front page of Hacker News like multiple times, right? Like that's what I essentially remember.
Hmm.
What's the secret sauce? How does one get like get on the front of Hacker News? Like what do you think transpired? What happened that made you get on the on the front page of Hacker News?
So I think Hacker News loves when people build something authentic. So they have a category called Show HN where people showcase their personal projects, side projects, right? So you start with Show HN and you say, I made this thing. So for example, I think so the first thing that went viral for me was my internship project at Wingify. So I made a A/B testing explainer,
Yeah, I
which was like
remember
a
that.
parallax website. Yeah.
Correct.
So
You built it. I think if I remember correctly, it was like you were trying to showcase in front of a real store that if you had fish, and
yes,
you change the price of fish and figure out what makes you more
yeah,
money.
yeah, and some like a small lore about it. The artwork was done by the artist who was also behind Savita Bhabhi Comics. uh,
Oh my God.
yeah. So yeah, it was a pretty interesting thing. Like that was my first viral post, and I just did show HN. I made a. I don't remember if I did show HN, but it was a very authentic post saying I made a explainer for what A/B testing is, something like that, and people really vibed with it. Then I think I went viral again for Cone, where I was like, I made my first native iOS app, which lets you pick colors from the real world. So it is like, okay, this guy has made like his first app. Let's check it out. So I think that also adds some authenticity to it. So that's what I try to reproduce. But since a long time, I've not had been successful. Yeah,
Yeah, I think hacker news has sort of changed now with like a
yeah,
AI and stuff. Like now they are
mm,
just mostly discussing too technical stuff. At
mm,
least that's the that's what
yeah,
the
yeah.
sense I am getting.
But I
But
still feel like on weekends, people are a lot more relaxed. Like they let this stuff pass through. So if on weekends you post your side projects, they tend to do better.
oh, that's
Mm.
a pro tip. Nice. Yeah, so what else can I do in like to get users? Because I feel like that's the problem that most of the people face here. Banana to is very easy now, right? You can
Mm.
vibe code anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if it works, I mean you can then technically go and start selling, but like how do you actually go about doing that as a solo person? I think that's more interesting because I think right now the things that you've basically told me is I've um I figure out the art of going to a community and getting them to sort of pay
Try it out.
attention to my thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mm. Mm.
So Reddit is essentially that.
Mm.
Product Hunt was technically that. Hacker News is that. So are there any? other communities that you're like, okay, these are the communities that I feel like, yeah, this is where, which is not a lot of people pay attention to, but this is where like I get a lot of output out of? Or do you do anything else to sort of more market your
So,
apps?
so one thing happened organically was like after a year of building Lookaway, there was a guy on YouTube. He's the channel name is Brandon Butch. So he's very popular. He has like 1 million followers or something, and he primarily talks about iOS, like the new releases and what's coming and what's not. So he created a video saying 13 Mac apps that I cannot live without, and he put Lookaway as the first one, and that was fully organic. Like he started using it, he bought it, and then he put it, and that like changed the trajectory of Lookaway. Like it doubled my revenue, and since then like it hasn't come down. So I think that gave me an idea. Like I can reach out to YouTubers who review Mac apps and ask them to like try it
Yeah,
out. I
yeah.
gave them like 100% off code, like you can just try it out for free, have the license for yourself, and if you feel like it's worth it, it's worth for your audience, you can put it up on a video. So I sent like, I don't know, 20 to 30 emails to different YouTubers of all sizes, and like I think only around two or so like put it up on the videos. That was a conversion. So I'm sure like if I do like 10 emails
10%
a day.
conversion is pretty good, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, it is good. So if I can do like 10 emails a day, I think I'll be able to do way better. So I think that can be a thing. Like if you're building an iOS app or a Mac app, there are a lot of YouTubers who review these apps. So that can be a good thing. Currently, what I'm also focusing on is the SEO. So on Lookaway's website, there's a blog in which I post about all the like eye strain issues, how you can solve that, issues that happen during remote work. What's the ideal desk setup? What's the ideal ergonomic setup? So I talk a lot about those things, and then I plug in Lookaway. So I'm now starting to see some traffic. Of course, SEO is a long game, so I don't expect like a sudden jump in traffic, but it's slowly building up.
So
So that's
you're
something.
you're seeing like people coming from Google.
Yeah, from Google specifically to those posts, and then they go to the homepage. Uh,
Makes sense.
but yeah, like some traffic is of course from Windows and Android, so they are not the target audience. But
And ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, yes, like ChatGPT, Perplexity. I saw some from Claude also, but it's primarily ChatGPT and Perplexity. So it keeps on suggesting my apps, and even it's indexing my blog posts now somehow. So from ChatGPT also, people directly land on some blog posts.
Okay, so the amount of people that come daily, is it like in tens, ones, hundreds, thousands, ten
Like
thousands?
overall,
Yeah.
so overall, I get about like on average 300 visitors a day.
Damn. So you're saying if I am able to figure out a product and
Hmm.
get 300 visitors a day, I can probably reach 100K in revenue in a couple of years.
Yeah, man. Like my conversion is really good. So out of those 300, 25% end up downloading the app. From those 25%, around 5% convert to paying. So I
Yeah,
think they find the value in those 7 days of free trial, and then they end up converting.
makes sense.
And I think it's mostly because like the biggest chunk of this traffic is word of mouth. So people have already heard good things about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but when I see like in organic traffic, completely organic traffic, when let's say a day I get thousands of visitors, then my conversion would drop dramatically.
Oh, so basically they are not targeted. They're just
Yeah,
maybe
checking
looking
it
at
out.
it and
Like,
checking
yeah.
it out and all those things.
Hmm.
Interesting. And what do you think about piracy? Like, are you concerned about it? Do you not give a
I
fuck?
so man, like there are a lot of websites which are distributing the cracked version of Lookaway. So initially, I was sending them DMCA takedown notices, and some of them did take it down, but like some of them are still up. They don't care. I also like posted on Hacker News asking like if what is the solution to this, because what I realized later is that it's a never-ending battle. Like you add some check and then some cracker will crack it. Like there's no other solution. You just make the life of a legit user also harder if you try to protect it too much. So then I just decided to give it away. It's fine. Like if you're cracking it, it's okay. I don't want to fight that battle. It's okay. I'll just price it accordingly. So I give generous discounts if people ask me for it. So that's what I do.
Nice. And like, do you have data on how many people are sort of using it cracked versus real?
So the thing is, like the people who are using it cracked, they disable the all the outgoing network requests. So I don't have that data, but there are lots. Like I think it'll be the same as the amount of legit users.
The analytics that you use, is it like similar to what we use, let's say amplitude and stuff, or do
I
you have
use
like a
mixed panel.
different mixed panel?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I use
So
Mixpanel. Then I have also vibe coded my own dashboard where I see like how many people are coming from, let's say, App Store or Set App or standalone, and then how many of them are buying licenses. So my whole like upload.
like, okay, now tell me what, like, if you start a day, I'm guessing you work like 8 to 10 hours at least. How do you divide your day? What do you do every day? Like how much time do you spend on building product? How much time do you spend on like talking to customers? How much time do you spend on trying to market it in new ways and stuff? So as a
So
solo
first,
founder, like how do you decide, okay, yeah, where do I put my time? And like, do you have a schedule there or you're just vibing it? Like what's the process?
So I've tried having a schedule, but it doesn't work. So I'm always vibing it, like whatever I feel like doing. For example, there are days where I don't do anything. I'm just like playing games on my PS. Otherwise, I'll be spending weeks just working from the moment I wake up to the moment I sleep. I don't know. It just happens. But how I try to do it, like I prioritize things. Like I want to prioritize like sending replies to all the support emails I get. That's the first thing I'll do. If there are any emails remaining, I just want to finish them. Then I'll move on to like if there's a feature that I'm already working on, then I'll just try to finish it. If there's something new that I want to start, then I'll procrastinate a lot. I don't know why, but I'll just procrastinate. I'll keep on checking stats. I'll
Yeah.
get sad if my sales go down. I'll get happy if my sales go up. That kind of phase comes in, and then I'll just get motivation someday, and then I'll start like doing 12 hours a day for a week.
Like, is it like, I think most of your clients or most of your customers, sorry, would be in, let's say, I think, I assume US, right? Like, what's the
So
split like?
biggest is I think 50% would be US. Then it's like Germany, Netherlands, all the European countries, Spain, UK. Then India is around eighth or so, and then there are like other. Yeah, India is surprisingly pretty high up there.
Yeah, this is like too surprising. Is it like significant number or is it like, okay, maybe 100 people in India use it?
No, 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 it's significant.
Whoa,
Yeah,
damn, that's a very big narrative violation.
yeah, yeah. Even I was surprised that people from India are buying it, but yeah, it's happening slowly.
Wow,
I think people are valuing paying for apps.
damn. So then for you, it would be like you go to sleep and then when you wake up, you would have like new sales every day. Is that
Yeah,
the
that's the first thing I
experience?
do. I check my sales, and if it's like I think it's been a long time since I've seen like $0 when I woke up. So it's always like I always get sales during my
It's
sleep.
like how we say in Hindi galla. Like every day you wake up, you're like, in galla we basically at the end of the day we count how much money we made, and then
Yeah,
you're essentially doing that
yeah,
digital version of that.
yeah. So I made a sales tracker also. Like I have a phone,
uh,
which is like a sales tracker. It has that catching sound whenever the sales come.
uh,
So it runs 24/7.
and how much does it like? Does it affect your mood of the day? Like
It does,
based
man.
on
Like I have received this advice that I should stop doing it.
yeah,
Like maybe check it weekly rather than doing it every hour or daily.
yeah. It's
So
like
I'm
watching
going
your
to move there, but it's very hard.
yeah. It's like watching your stock performance every day. Like it's not
Yeah,
good for you, or
yeah,
like
it's not. Yeah,
unless
like
you're at
whenever
your
it gets down, I just get so sad. Like I don't get the motivation to work. So yeah,
and then the next day it would go up, and you're like, okay, fine, I can still
fuck, I
make
have to
this.
kill this.
Do you still get the dread that, yeah, I don't know if this is going to work or not,
Yeah, man.
or are you like now sorted? Okay, this is going to work. I don't know till how long, but it is going to work, and it's going to make me enough money for me to be independent and stuff.
So I get this doubt every now and then. Like there are days where I feel like maybe I'm not doing this right. Maybe I'm fucking this up. So I have to, I guess, reset myself, reset my thinking again and again that, okay, this is doing well, it's gonna do well. But then there are days when either I receive a bug report, which is like there was a bug at some point where during meeting, the break would come and then it wouldn't go away. So people had to restart their Macs. It was such a crazy bug that like I received like tens of emails and I lost sleep over it. And at that point I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't think I think people will just stop using it now. But surprisingly people were really nice. They were like, okay, these things happen. I fixed it in a day, but still I was like very scared. So I get scared of these things, like maybe I'll make a mistake, maybe I'll add a feature that bloats it and people lose sense of what this does. So there are days like this, but I think if I keep realigning myself to the vision that I have, I think it'll work.
Are they sympathetic to you because are these mostly developers and designers who are using it and they know basically how software works and they're like, okay, bugs are part of the thing, like
Probably,
it's
yeah. They are mostly people who are working in tech and product,
oh.
so they know.
So your customer base is essentially tech and products. So that is why I'm guessing like Indians are so high in
Yeah,
your payment list.
yeah,
Because like I would pay for let's say some product, but like my dad would never.
yeah, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, nice. And like being solo and all, like do you miss like social aspect of working, and do you do anything
Oh
about it?
man, like I think like I love working alone. I do meet like other solopreneurs. Like we sometimes meet at a cafe and work together, just to get that. Like I want maybe some days I want to bounce off ideas and stuff. So we do that. So otherwise, I feel like at offices I would just get too distracted with people. So I love this doing it alone thing. Yeah,
Damn, you don't feel like your social battery is
no,
like weird off, you know?
not at all.
Are there enough people there in Bangalore, let's say, where you are?
Yeah, so a couple of my friends are doing their own apps. I mean, people are still figuring things out, but they are on the same journey. I met some folks at a conference recently who are doing this independently like me, but I didn't know about them. They are not on Twitter. So there are many people who are doing it. We just don't know about them. So
Damn.
it's about yeah finding such people.
Was this the Swift conference that I think
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
mentioned?
Swift Bharat.
So you had sponsored
Yeah,
the conference. How
yeah.
was it anyway helpful?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it did anything, but it just made look away like a known thing.
And plus, you felt nice.
Yeah, yeah, it was nice. Like it was done by a friend, so the organizer was a friend, so it felt nice to
Sort
just
of
like
help.
help. Yeah,
Yeah, makes sense. You don't want people around. Like that's a crazy concept.
I mean, it's not like I don't want people around, but it's nice to not have them around. Like when I'm working, at least.
Yeah. I mean, so what I was getting at is like,
Hmm.
so I used to work from home, and like 2 months ago, I got an office. I was like,
Okay.
this is crazy that I'm doing this. I've been doing it for like 4 years, and I was like, this is not at all working out for me because I started like craving talking to people. Like there would be days I would not talk to anybody except maybe on a screen, like because I would sleep by the time my wife would come, and then I would be working and she would be leaving for her
Oh,
work and
okay.
stuff. I was like, okay, this is just I'm just going crazy and all. I colored my hair and all, I was like, it was just a cry for help. But but yeah, I mean, I realized that at least I was not able to sustain it for a very long time. I mean, when I'm doing focused work, yeah, sure. I mean, I can do it anywhere, or at least,
Hmm.
I mean, I want to do it in silence and alone. But I always feel like I need some sort of social meeting with somebody, maybe just one friend or something, talking to them. Taking a college, oh sorry, an office basically also helped me compartmentalize shit. I mean,
Yeah,
now I can be like, okay, now I'm home. I
hmm.
don't think about work. Otherwise, I'm always 24/7 just thinking about work. And uh,
Correct.
my God, that's so terrible. Are you able to compartmentalize or
No,
no?
for me, it's the same thing. Like I don't think there's a difference between the two states.
Yeah. Do you think this is someday going to like come crashing down? People will like, oh, this is just an app. I can wipe code, and now I don't need this developer and don't need to pay whatever dollars this person is asking. Do you get
Yeah,
that
I think it
sense?
can happen. It can definitely happen. Like there'll be people who like even in the beginning, right? I told you when I posted it on web dev and programming, people were like, "I can build it in a weekend. Why would I pay for this?" Which is
Yeah.
true. The first version was something that I built it in a week, so it's true. But then the thing is, like, would you be able to get people to use it? For me, like I've already built a nice community. People are passionate about it, so they keep talking about it. So I think that's hard to break. But yeah, at some point, it's not like it'll give me money for life. At some point, I'll have to do something else. But for now, I think like it's probably good for another, let's say, 3 4 years. The screens are not going away.
Have you been approached by somebody to sort of buy it off of you?
No, not look away, but other apps, yes.
Huh? Which one?
Like Unwind, I have received a few offers, but
Uh,
I've not sold it because it makes me passive money. Like I don't mind.
But they would also give you like one big giant amount that you can put in FD and make passive money. You won't mind that.
Yeah, but I just like feel like I don't know. I don't want to part myself away with unwind. Like it's like I put all my blood,
It's your
sweat, and tears
baby.
into it. Yeah, so I don't want to
Yeah.
like move away from it.
You don't want to sell your baby. I get
Yeah.
that. But do they like how do they value it, or did you even get a sense of valuation that this is the amount that they will
Yeah,
be
so they look at revenue and then they give you a 4x multiple of your annual revenue.
revenue,
That's the standard.
not even profits and stuff, like just
No, not
revenue?
revenue. Yeah,
Damn.
because for me, like most of my revenue is for Unwind. It's like profit because I don't spend any amount on it.
Yeah, essentially they're looking at a 25% return for themselves, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good, yeah, deal though, for
Hmm.
them. But
Yeah.
then,
The thing is, what they do is like they put like shitty paywalls
earnouts.
and all the techniques. That they just kill your baby basically,
Yeah,
so it won't remain Unwind.
makes sense. Have you ever sold any of the apps?
So I sold my first product that I built with a friend. It's called CSS Deck. I don't know if you remember, but it was basically there used to be JS Fiddle, if you remember that,
Yes.
right? So we made a live version of it. In JS Fiddle, you had to write code, then you had to hit run. So we made a live version, and then basically CodePen also came into the picture. It was after we built CSS Deck. So CSS Deck went wildly popular. We then sold it for I don't know, very cheap, like 15K or 20K. But
What?
that time I was in college,
Oh my
so
God. Yeah, I mean, in college, 15K is essentially $2 million. I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, at that point, it would have been like maybe 7.5 lakhs, which is like unfathomable amount of money.
Yeah, then we split it two ways. So,
Uh,
but it was still, but then I was freelancing also, so I was making good money uh,
uh,
in college. So
nice.
it was fine. I mean,
Did,
but that was my
did
first, like,
do you still freelance and stuff?
no, no, not since a long time. I don't even remember the last time I freelanced.
So yeah, I mean, this was fun trip down the memory lane and a bit
Yeah.
learning new shit. So you said you met other people as well. Like, is there like what kind of things are others working on? Like, do you have a sense in India? Like, are there people building things and are they making money? So I know there are some indie hackers that are making money with like SaaS and stuff. But
Hmm.
anything else?
Yeah. So the people I interacted with are mostly building iOS apps or Mac apps. There's a friend who's building. I don't know if you know about this app called Monologue. It's a Whisper Flow alternative.
Yeah,
Uh, so he's
I've heard
building
of it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's building that. There's a friend who's building a lot of iOS apps. He's built an app called Momentum, which is like a photo-based habit tracking app. So
Oh
a lot of people are
yeah, I've
trying out.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense. So they're
yeah,
building on iOS and they're trying to get people outside of India to download and pay for it, basically.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, thank you so much for joining, sharing all those things.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
yeah, where what do you think? Where do you think people can find more about you? Where should they follow you? What should they? If they're more interested in talking to you, should they email you? Should they not email you? Should they DM you? Like what?
So I'm on Twitter. You can just like people who want to talk to me can just directly DM me.
What's
I'm
your
always
handle?
available. It's Kush Solitary.
Yeah, why? Why solitary?
Why solitary, man? Fuck. Okay, so it also has a story behind it. When I started in school, uh, I wanted to be called, like, I wanted a unique style kind of a thing. What I did was I searched for synonyms of unique, and somehow I found solitary. And I
So
was like,
solid.
okay, this is my word. And I basically created a fake company called solitarydesigns.com. And I printed business cards for it. I created Twitter handles and everything. And then Twitter handle is the only thing that remained unchanged because I started getting followers and stuff. So I don't want to change it. It's linked everywhere. But yeah, others I've like changed
Oh, I did
everything.
not know that. I thought you were like some a fan of solitaire or something. I thought,
No,
or
no, no.
maybe you tried to make a
I was just
solitaire
dumb,
game.
man. I was just dumb.
Interesting. Yeah. So you're Kush Solitary on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Thank you so much. It was great,
Yeah,
dude.
it was
Thank
great.
you so much for time.
Yeah, thanks for having me. All right.